So I was the oldest one, and I came here, and then three of my brothers and sisters came here too after me. It seemed like it was going to be good education for a good value as far as what its cost is, and it wasn't too far from home, so it seemed like a nice campus and nice students.
I actually went to a different school first, a state school out in central Pennsylvania, and then a friend of mine from high school was attending Grove City College. I had never heard of Grove City before that, but she said, you ought to check it out. So I did and applied and ended up here. And also the school was actually having financial difficulty a little bit at the time. There was a lot of upheaval. And I guess I had expressed that to my friend, and she said, check it out. And it was totally a different atmosphere here than the school where I was. So. Well, it was a state school, so people were not so academically inclined necessarily, and as far as academics and extracurricular activities was different. At Grove City, I was in psychology.
Biology. There was only 4 in the whole department back then.
I was an ABT, not knowing anybody really, and my friend from high school, she was an ABT too, so she introduced me. And there was a lot of people in band at that time were ABTs. So.
I was in Alpha Sigma, and just all the band things and all that stuff that she was into. I don't know if you count that as a club, like jazz band especially.
Yeah, we jazz band.
We used to do a lot with that back then. Actually, it was pretty new back then. Like, I think the jazz band only got started in 79 or 80. And so it was just building up right then.
Yeah, so when I was a transfer, so I knew nobody. And I came in the first day of band camp and asked if this seat was taken right next to him.
Yeah.
So he said no. So I sat down and went from there. Well, I mean, it took a while, but if there was an interviz going on, yeah, a lot of times
we would just,
in an old map, or there was an old library over there or something.
Yeah,
we would meet and study there.
Yeah, there was no real story except we'd meet to study a lot there.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a specific moment, but there were a lot of times when, like in the housing group, people back each other up. You make loyal friends, and it's nice to be able to help somebody who needs a little help with something or whatever like that. So it feels like home that way.
I think for me it might have been, I stayed until Thanksgiving. Back then you didn't go home very much at all. So the first big break was Thanksgiving, and I remember coming back to school after Thanksgiving break was over and thinking, wow, I was anxious to get back to school. So I knew, it was a good thing.
That's because I was there.